What up, everybody? It's Doc's Daily. It's Tuesday's edition, June 17, 2025. And I think it feels like I haven't been back with the whole crew in like 2 weeks. So we got the full crew today. Lenny might pop in and out. He's behind the scenes a little bit today. But of course, we've got a game 6 in the NHL tonight. Got a full slate of Major League Baseball. Got some WNBA today. And then we could even talk about a little bit about what we saw in the NBA last night as Oklahoma City took a commanding 3-2 lead, headed back to Indiana. We'll talk about that here in a second. But before I get to it, let's take care of some housekeeping. Get in on that free $60 account. If you haven't done so already, go to docsports.com/free60. You get a $60 account for if you're new customers. And you can use that to purchase our best plays. So our top plays are ranked 5 through 8 units. And we don't have those every day. Just a few sprinkled in here and that. So if you go over you get this, you go over once you log in, it'll tell you a big play alert, who's on what play for tonight. But let's go around the round robin here. Nick, you got any big plays tonight?
Yeah, we got a 5-unit MLB baseball play that goes off at 7:10 p.m. Eastern time. That's a part of a 2-pack there. In my last 4 cards in the MLB, we're 4-0. Turning things around here on the diamond for up over $1,245, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming in hot tonight, and we got an NHL play, just 1 play on the board, and I have a 2-pack in the WNBA. That's all I got going on today, Craig.
Yeah, and good luck. He's got the American flag behind him today, so we got good luck with Nick there. Griffin, what do you have for today for Tuesday?
Yeah, 6-unit MLB 3-play card, WNBA 7-unit total at 7 p.m. and then a 5-unit prop tonight at 7:05 p.m. Eastern time, Craig. So we're locked and loaded. Full slate of cards. The menu is open and we are ready to roll.
And that prop is in what sport?
MLB game prop.
MLB game prop. So make sure you check that out. Big Tony George in Kansas City, I see. What do you have big for tonight?
We have the rare singled out 6-unit top pick totals play in Major League Baseball. We had a 6-unit last night on the team total on the Oklahoma City Thunder, had the over. We've had 6 top plays in the last 3 weeks, which for me is like unbelievable. And we've hit all but one of them. And so we're looking forward to that tonight. We got a little WNBA action. We've also got a little bit of action in the NHL on a nice 9-3 run. Nick and I, we both got futures tickets on Edmonton. So we're going to be, despite the American flag, he's going all Canuck on us tonight in terms of the personal bankroll. Never gets in the way of the customers' bankroll, but we've been on a nice run in the NHL. We had the 7-unit play on the over in the game on Friday, and 2-0. No goals scored in the second, and that just goes to show you never ever say never until the fat lady sings. So we got a nice win there for everybody, and the gambling gods, they take him away from us, but sometimes they let us have one too. And that was the case on Friday. So looking forward to tonight's card. And that's it. That's the hype.
Yeah, there you go.
Win,
so,
baby. Just win.
If I'm not right, we'll talk about it when we get to the NHL here. But I believe all overs have hit in every game so far, right?
Yes.
The first 5 games, all overs in the NHL finals. So we'll see if that trend continues tonight. I do have a little smaller play, a 5-unit play in the NHL. I usually only release NHL top plays. I don't usually, I'm not a guy that puts NHL at every night. You got to go to Nick if you want that. But I do like tonight. I'm 4-1 so far in the NHL finals. So I like this one tonight. But my top play is going to be a Major League Baseball 7-unit play. I just think today is one of those days I was looking at the Major League Baseball that we can make some profits. I think there's a few underdogs out there. So let's get right to the Major League Baseball card for today. And let's go the opposite direction. Tony, you kick us off here. You find any gems out there for our free play guys?
Well, I drank the Kool-Aid on the Giants because they're sitting at 150. I think with Robbie Ray on the hill, they beat up on San Francisco, or they beat up on the Guardians, who just got swept out at So yeah. I like that one. Also, since you said just to pull an underdog, I'd love to just I'd love to just blow out Lenny and tell him I like the Pirates against the Detroit tonight, but I don't. But you might want to take a look at Kansas City's small favorite tonight.
Oh boy. Their offense going to show up today, Tony?
Is Texas?
That's true. I was thinking under in that game. Like I don't know if either one of them score.
Did you see Leader? Last 5 games, this guy's he walks more batters than Craig Trapp would if he took the hill in the College World Series.
Hey, Arkansas, that guy threw a no-hitter.
Yeah.
19 strikeouts.
Only the third one in College World Series history. That's awesome.
Gage Wood.
Is that guy got drafted yet? Or
he will be.
But, Nick, do you want to finish your story? But if you were still suiting up for VT, you'd have hit him.
Exactly.
Rock the golden sombrero there.
Not like Logan Gilbert. He struck me out 3 times at Stetson. So I swear he was throwing a rising fastball, and you can't do that. That's only in softball, folks. If you don't know a rising pitch, and Logan Gilbert absolutely wiped the floor with me.
I watched it.
All right, so I did hear Tony say the Giants. That's what you were looking at as
minus 150.
The Guardians, all those 1-run games they won last year, it's like this year not going their way. They don't score a lot, and they're losing all those games. It's kind of like the Vikings was 2 years ago when they won like 7 of 8 one-score games in the NFL. Then this past year it went the other way. It's kind of like that with Cleveland, where they won all those close games last year. This year it hasn't quite been a success. The offense is just something terrible. What do you think about the trade there? Devers going from Boston to San Francisco. San Francisco needed some offense. That seems like a pretty big lift there for San Francisco.
I was kind of shocked Boston got rid of him. I mean,
that shows that something else was going on behind the scenes.
Something is. But you come off a sweep of the Yankees and you trade your best guy. I mean, I'm like, what? I mean, I was talking to Griff about that, and because he follows all that real close, and I'm like, hey, dude, what's all that about? Griff and me were sitting there scratching our head. We couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting move on their behalf. I mean, they dumped off a lot of guys for him, but we talked about it a little bit on yesterday's Doc's Daily Show, and the biggest take out of it, and Nick broke that down, was Bregman. It was an insult to Devers. Devers started off the season going 0 for 21. That's supposed to be the leader of their team, biggest bat in their lineup. And that was just, he took it personal, and that obviously rubbed off later on in the season, and that's why we're dealing with what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, but not only did he not want to go to third base, then he didn't want to go to first base, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like it was twice. And let's be honest, he's going to break the bankroll on his next contract. I think they're looking like, hey, if he's going to be a malcontent, do we really want to go out there and step out and pay this guy, 40, 50 million? So it could be a win-win because Boston's been great. Oh, look at these two in the same house. Is he giving him the reach around right now? Is this a reach around or what?
Hey, guess where Murphy's watching the Stanley Cup Finals? Like, what's the name of the bar? What's the name of the bar?
We're going to the Landing tonight.
Landing. There you go.
I thought he was going to say
barking in the background. I was like, came up and shut up my dog.
I thought he was going to say
we don't miss Stanley Cups or NBA Finals. All right, we don't. It's a routine.
I thought you were going to say you're going to Murphy's, like a Murphy's bar, and I was like, oh my god, that would be like
no.
But free play Major League Baseball. Nick, why don't we go to you? What else you like?
Yeah, let's break it down. I mean, Tony kind of did his intake on it, but the San Francisco Giants and the Guardians here. I mean, both teams coming in on losing streaks. Guardians just got swept by the Seattle Mariners here, and the Giants, they lost their last 2 games against the Los Angeles Dodgers in that one. Robbie Ray obviously on the mound. He's 8-1. The trend is always your friend. When you got a pitcher pitching this good and you get offensive run production behind him, you don't go against this guy, especially in his last outing. He was at the Colorado Rockies. He only went 4 innings of work there, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. He got out on the Colorado Rockies early. I think it's a bounce back game for him tonight. The Cleveland Guardians, like Tony and you were saying, they not producing runs offensively here. I think that San Francisco Giants get back on track with the bats. I would even take it on the run line -1.5 here, plus value money against the Cleveland Guardians tonight.
What do you think about that prop on Ray at over 6.5 strikeouts?
I like it. I do
Now,
like it.
think
And I would take the over outs.
My algorithm said 7.3. I mean, yeah, I think that he can get to him.
6, 7. Yeah.
This is Lenny's favorite saying. You don't pay juice on winners. He loves it. Minus 150. I like it as well today. I think that's going to be – I really feel like San Francisco, with that addition, they just were missing some offense. Like, they have enough pitching, I think, to stay in that division. Maybe they can't win the division. That is a tough division. I mean, you got the Dodgers, you got the Padres in there. So, like, but with the double wild card now, you don't have to. We've seen wild card teams win it. So I do like the addition of San Francisco, and I doubt they're done because they're a team that doesn't mind adding payroll. There's going to be a lot of teams like Boston. They're not going to be adding payroll anymore. The Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, and I do think we'll add payroll, and I do think, we'll add some additions. So, Griffin, what do you like as a free play?
Yeah, speaking of the Red Sox, let's get into that one. We have a total that I'm looking at right now. So we've got Boston currently sitting at 5th in baseball when it comes to offensive runs per game. Then we have Seattle sitting at 12th in baseball, averaging 4.3 runs per game. Going right to this pitching matchup, Walker Buehler gets to start for the Red Sox. He's got a 5-4 record, 5.01 ERA, which is very deceiving. That's higher ERA. That's going to pull the public trap in to drill that over. Then you've got Brian Wu on the bump as well. He's got a 5-4 record on the season, 3.39 ERA. But going to strikeout to walk diversification, both of these guys absolutely sensational. And you guys hear me talk about it day in, day out on Docs Daily. Walks are a recipe for disaster. They're a recipe for runs. Neither of these two guys do a lot of that. 51 strikeouts on the season for Walker Buehler with just 18 walks. That's dominant. Then Brian Wu, 72 strikeouts on the season with just 12 walks. Absolutely sensational. Both of these two guys have incredible strikeout to walk diversifications. We have two extremely potent offenses going head-to-head. Seattle just got shut out in yesterday's matchup in a 2-0 final. We have a current total posted at 7.5. That's a trap. Everybody's going to be all over the over in this matchup. Reverse flip that. Take the under 7.5 runs. I think we're going to see another competitive matchup. Boston's won six consecutive games. Seattle's got home field advantage here with the psychological 500 record at 17-17. They're just 4-6 in their last 10 games. And as mentioned, they got shut out yesterday. I believe we're going to see a very tight divisional matchup here. Competitive. Keep this game very low scoring. Drill that under 7.5 runs. And if I had to back a team, you back the Red Sox here. They've won 6 straight. Back them again, make it 7. There's your little same game parlay action.
I mean, the Mariners only score 4.3 runs per game. I mean, that's really their issue. And a lot of those were in that one streak where they were on the road for like 2-3 weeks. They had that amazing run. Since then, they've been about like high 3s, really low 4s. It's an offense that's got to find some more consistency. And Wu is one of those guys. Woo. I don't know. He doesn't get a lot of run support. So I kind of think Boston's hot. I mean, like Tony said, it's unbelievable. You trade a guy after you sweep your rival and you win 8 of 9 or 8 of 10 games. But I like them again tonight as an underdog. I think they're going to win again. I know Buehler's not great. They don't have the pitching edge. They're just finding ways to win, and that's what I like. At this time of year, it's like you got to ride hot hands, and Boston is that hot hand. So I kind of like them as underdogs.
Really quick comment, William and somebody else about the Dirty 630 Sanu. We will be back in the studio, and we will be doing the Dirty 630 show. It is going to be a completely different edition, yet kind of the same thing. We already have it formulated. It's already planned out. We'll get everything rolling as soon as we're back in Chicago and back in the studio. Didn't want to leave you hanging on there, William.
I mean, they are on like a world traveler for the last, like 3 or 4 weeks. It's like Arizona, Kansas City. Yeah, it's like you just, I'm guessing you don't have a dog or cat at home, Griffin.
Don't worry. Murphy's wearing out his welcome here in Kansas City real quick. He'll be home real soon.
It means you must not be winning then, Tony, because if Griffin came to visit me and I was on a winning streak, I wouldn't let him leave. I would be like tie him down, be like, you can't leave until I lose.
Hey,
Tony's been low-key murdering games, man. Left and right. I'm sitting there like, oh, man,
last night. You should have seen him last night watching the NBA Finals game. Guy was crying in his beer. There I was winning the team. He had the under. He had the under. I had OKC first half line. Boom, in the books. And then I had that team total. And for me to get to that team total winner top pick, he was pretty much going to have to lose his total play. So I MF'd him the whole second half. I don't care. Alfie, you take the hit, buddy. Be quiet.
I did. I took the hit. I said, you know what? I'm in your house. I'm watching the game. You know what? It is what it is. You got this one.
Great minds think alike. That's what I had last night as my top play, Tony.
There you go.
Thunder, I think put the stamp yesterday. I don't think I mean, I've tried to bury this Indiana team, though. After game 2, I was like, oh, Thunder are going to take over. And then they, so maybe
3 minutes.
Halliburton.
What was it? Three something left in the game. They were down 5.
Yeah.
And call timeout. And Oklahoma City comes out and flips the switch and dominates the rest of the game and closes it out. The game before that, Indiana dominated them for 3.5 quarters. And then all of a sudden, they flip on a switch. It's almost like they remind me of Golden State back in the day when they were rolling. They had Durant and all that. They just get – Oklahoma City is so freaking good that they get complacent at times.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of snap. They say, oh, wait a minute, we got to get our shit together. And they come out and they be who they really are.
I mean, the top 2 players are both on the same team. It's hard to beat a team. Williams and SGA are the best 2 players in the series. And, like Halliburton's just not been that. He's had one really good game, really. The other ones, I don't know how they won the other game, to be honest. Like, I go back and I look at it.
He's turning the ball over way too much.
He's obviously injured because he doesn't have any explosion to get by.
Yeah, that calf. And, they opened up 5-point favorite. If you like them, that line's going to go up. It's not going to go down. You're not going to see Indiana money on that line.
I'm guessing it's going to end up about 6 before game time. Because last time wasn't the game 4. I think it's opened at 5 and ended up at 6 or 6.5. So
6.5. Ask Griff. Griff, what'd that line land on? 6.5, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6.5. Yes,
they won by 7.
Beat on the hook.
I got beat on the hook.
Oh, because they won by 6.
7. They won by 7. You're talking about 2 games ago?
Oh, yeah, 2 games ago was 7. Yeah. Right at the end, they remember they fouled twice before the ball was in bounds, so they got 1 free throw and the ball, and that 1 free throw ended up being the different. Those 2
brutal bad beat.
I mean, that's what it is, though, Tony. Those were your exact words yesterday. So this team just gets bored, and then as soon as somebody comes back, they start rolling them again. I mean, how many times is this team going to do this shit?
I don't know. You think SGA might not get the MVP of this series? I mean, Williams has been unbelievable in 3 of these games, and that dude is like his length. His arms are like 7'4". I mean, he just has so much. He went and dunked on somebody. I thought he was going to get blocked. He just kept going up. His arms just kept going up. Bam! Right on the guy. That was right in that big run late where he had a block, and then he got fouled. He made 4 straight, and then it was over. Lenny, what's his name? What's the little white point guard? He kept them in the game.
McConnell.
Yeah.
McConnell.
Dude was unbelievable.
Yeah, but and by the way, the other quote unquote white guard, Caruso's having a hell of a series. I mean, and I'll tell you something right now. One thing I noticed, and Griff and I we were watching this game last night down in my lair in my own sports bar in my basement. And I said to him, you know what? Indiana's not going to beat these guys again. And you know what they do? They dribble the ball around up top and wait for like 5-6 seconds left and then decide to throw it or try and penetrate. You can't dink around dribbling the ball against the number 1 defense in the NBA. They're too good. And when you do go in, look at the contested shots they have when they went inside with little or no time left on the shot clock. There's 2 guys on them at all times. That defense of Oklahoma City's is just, and I don't see anything changing. Now you got Halliburton hurt. So I disagree with Detroit Lenny. I do not think that Indiana's got one more in them. I don't think they got the personnel to beat them right now.
Like you said, Caruso, best 6th, 7th man, like right now. Like remember when they played Denver? He was guarding freaking Joker late in the 4th quarters and holding his own. He has been the difference maker in every series. It might not always be points. Sometimes it gives you 20 points. When he plays 6 points, it doesn't matter because he's great on defense. He's a great help side defender. He rebounds well. And, you know he was going to be good when the Bulls traded him, right, Nick? Like when the Bulls traded guy.
Hurts my heart. Just hurts my heart.
You got to jump on him, right?
Seeing Bulls players absolutely excel in the NBA Finals. Unbelievable.
And how you going to beat anybody turn the ball over 21, 22 times, especially, and that is forced by that defense, but they force turnovers, they convert shots, and, they just got, like Caruso last night, stole that ball, lost it, dove on the floor. He didn't need to. They play balls out every game.
When him and Lou Dort are on the don't screen me. I would be like, if I'm a Halliburton and you got one of those two guys, do not come up and screen me. I do not want those two guys guarding me, because those guys, they are in your face with their chest the entire game. They're going to get a couple fouls, but because they do it the entire game, it's kind of like my old Bearcats back when Bob Huggins. His theory was if you foul them on every play, they can't call it every play. And that's the way they play. They play so far up in you, and they're going to pressure you off of those screens that you can't call it every time, or it just would be, they don't want to just see free throws and taking the ball out. So that physical defense has been a difference maker. I'm interested to see what happens with the Thunder in the offseason, because they have so much depth and so many draft picks. Like, they could go in so many different directions. What do you have here, Griffin, before we move to NHL?
I was just going to cover Jack, his question real quick on that trap line. That's a bet on play for me. Minnesota right now, they're hitting 225 against left-handed pitching opposed to 247 against righties. Minnesota does play their best baseball during night games, but Andrew Abbott has never faced them. That's the realistic reason why this line is currently sitting at -120. Reds are playing very good baseball right now. They got home field advantage. They got their best arm on the rubber tonight. I know Festa's been pretty solid as of late for this Twins team, but they're 2-8 in their last 10 games on a 4-game losing streak. Then you've got the Reds on a 2-game winning streak, 7-3 in their last 10 games at home, playing 500 baseball with their best arm on the bump. That's a good play. I would hammer that play. Take it on the money line for sure. If you want to get juicy with it, take it on the run line, but that's a pizza money play. That is not a premium by any means.
Well, we used to have these interleague matchups like probably about a decade ago. I thought the AL, because that was before they both had the DH. I thought the AL had a significant edge when they played. I actually think the last 3 or 4 years, it's actually moved to the National League. Maybe that was because we've got the DH in both leagues now. So now, it's not like uneven when you're playing them. But I kind of think like and it's impossible because it's not always looking like that. But if you just look at the overall AL and the overall National League, I think the National League is slightly stronger. Especially, I think this division outside of Detroit, Lenny, I'll give you. Detroit's pretty good, even though the Reds won 2 of the 3 this weekend. But I do think that is a division that's just like they just beat up on each other outside of Detroit. Like they're all about the same. Kansas City, Minnesota, White Sox aren't. I'm sorry, Griffin, but
they're not.
So do you feel that way though? Any of you guys that like kind of slightly when you're looking at the interleague matchups, that National League kind of has the edge?
Nah. No. Yes and no.
I never really thought about it. I don't want to answer without looking at some data, but
I'm pulling them up as we speak right now. Once you get an eye
back
on
in the day, they did for sure.
With both,
like
AL
it's just like the
and
top 3 teams, top 3 of the top 4 teams are in the National League, I think, right now.
I mean, we still got the Yankees in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue it. Dodgers. I mean, the Rockies. The D-backs are always tough. Cubs are definitely one of those sleeper teams to talk about in the NL. Padres. I mean, the NL West, that's just always the toughest division, I would say, in all of baseball. But it's hard to go against when you have the Yankees in the mix. I mean, the Astros are always bottom feeders until the end, and then they're one of the best teams in baseball once you get to postseason. I'm sorry, Detroit, Lenny, but with the Tigers right now, it's too fresh. We didn't know the Tigers were going to be this good this season, and we don't know what they're going to do in the second half of the season. We haven't even reached All-Star break yet. In this current standings right now, yeah, Craig, I'm going to agree with you absolutely. I think
the Tigers are almost an over-bet team, right? Like at this point, because they were so good so early, it's like now you have to lay such juice. They're almost a no-play team, or you play against the other
line.
Like,
then I run line them this weekend against the Reds. They get beat 2-11.
So I was on it.
Somebody needs to tell Detroit Lenny that not every pick that he makes needs to be the first reference point is either Red Wings, Lions, or frickin' Tigers.
Where is he?
Don't forget about the Pistons. Don't forget about the Pistons.
So he comes to Circus Swim on 2 Thursdays ago now. It'll be 2 weeks this Thursday. And he's got, Lenny's known for his tattoos. I had never seen his back tattoo, of course, because usually he's wearing a shirt when I see him out in the bar. I mean, for most times, he might take it off like late in the game, but he's got a big tattoo on the back. Lenny, tell him what's the tattoo on the back.
There he is.
It's a lion. It's a lion's head. It takes up my whole upper back, and it's got blue eye. It's one pride, baby. Ride or die.
Like Detroit.
It's been a rough run.
Detroit Lion. Yeah.
No way. I didn't know that.
My whole back is it's about the size of a basketball, but my shoulder blade.
I mean,
you were out of your mind.
He's basically my age.
It's a birthmark. It's not really a tattoo. It's a birthmark.
That fills in a lot of blanks for me, Lenny.
Yeah.
I'm glad you shared that with everybody.
My mom
He's
told me that I
50
could get
plus.
as many tattoos as I wanted as long as I could put a T-shirt on and cover them and be an adult. And I was like, fine. So
Fair enough.
if I have a
Got
T-shirt
your whole
on,
back done.
yeah, I got every. Yeah, I got.
Show us.
No. Is that right?
Hey, if they
We
win,
need
if
30 of
No.
if they win the Super Bowl, if they get to the Super Bowl, you have to. When they play the Bengals in the Super Bowl this year, you could show
When
us.
they play the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God.
We get 100 likes in here right now. Lenny will show everybody his tattoos.
I will not.
All right, so Lenny, now that you're on here, you're not allowed to take the Detroit. Who do you like today?
I'm on the Giants in every which way, shape, or form.
Oh shit!
I mean, like first five, no bat
I'm
ninth
fucked.
inning, run line. I'm just saying.
Too many people are
Robbie
like
My
the Giants.
7-unit players just went down the.
Listen, no. We talked about this last week about Robbie Ray and possible Cy Young contender. At some point last week we talked about this on this show.
Yeah,
and
we did.
I'm a fan of Robbie Ray, and that dude's making me money. So
Yep.
Like,
you know,
if you
when
get
he's
past
on the
Paul
hill,
Skeens, if you get past Paul Skeens, there's a whole group of guys that are about in that Robbie Ray numbers type that it's like, but I mean, it's Skeens to lose at this point, and if he's gets enough.
and I also pizza money prop. Okay, Devers home run. I put this in the chat. It's anywhere from 290 to 350, plus 290 to plus
That's a
350.
tough place to hit.
Shop your lines, okay? But I mean, I'm gonna stay in today because I went out last night, so I got a few extra pizza money parlays from.
It's
might
like
have hit another
Add
five.
Oracle. Add
Tony George,
Oracle.
we might have-
Lefty. We're talking
Tony-
deep ball, Lenny.
I might have hit another 5-spot in Keno at Big Dog Brewery there on Rancho.
hey,
Oh God.
the problem with San Francisco props.
Yeah, I know.
It's like it's hard to hit home runs in San Francisco,
Yeah.
especially at night. So I'm always worried about home run
Follow
props.
the script.
Unless there was a guy named Barry Bonds. When he was up, that was no problem. But nobody else really, since he retired from San Francisco, nobody else has done much home run wise there for a reason. It's a very tough park. It's not
Well,
like
now they have somebody that can do that, though, in my opinion.
Well, that's not really Devers' game.
They had Wilmer.
It wasn't. You can hit home runs when you're in Boston. You got much easier.
Especially at Boston.
Isn't this his first game as a Giant?
Yes, it is.
First game
Yeah.
coming up.
Dude, follow the freaking script. It's written. Okay, I mean, come on, folks.
I like the
Tune in
theory.
tonight.
I like the
Tom,
theory. man.
yes,
with
I'm
you.
on it. Tom, I'm
He
on
needs
it.
Nick. He needs Nick. What do they call it?
Spit it out.
Batting practice.
good.
Nick out there throwing him a ball, and then he might be able to hit one out.
Oh, easy. I still got a 12-6 banger from back in high
No,
school.
you play batting practice. You want him to hit home runs. It's like the home run derby. Like,
What's the drop-off rate on that curveball?
The spin's sitting at a 25, 60.
About 98 heater, though. He'll give you some gas. You got a heater
I'll
on him.
bet.
Hashtag Virginia Tech Nick. That should be the hashtag VT Nick.
VT Nick.
All right, so NHL tonight. I know we think we all have big plays tonight. Like we said, the Florida Panthers, big favorites. I think it opened, Nick, about 135, 140, right?
It
And I
opened
think now
140.
we're seeing it like minus 160-ish right now. You got to shop it around a little bit, but total is 6.5 again. I mean, I kind of thought maybe we might start to see a lot more juice on the over because, I mean, every game is hit. Everybody's got to be on the over at this point. Is there anybody that is willing to stick their neck out and say under in this one?
No.
You're not,
Said it in
you're
the
not
chat.
broke, it's
You
not
get your
broken.
first under tonight. By the way, folks, you know me and my draws. I'm on the draw tonight.
Hey,
Think
what
this
game,
game-
was it? Was it
2 to
game
2.
2? Was it
2-2.
game-
From there, who cares?
Was it after game 2 that Tony came on and he said there won't be any more unders in this one? And he's been 100% right. They've all gone over, even with that
No,
miraculous.
I'm due.
2-0 enter in the third.
I'm due.
You kidding me?
Don't break what's not broken.
Look at
fellas.
my phone like, oh my, this jag off. Are you kidding me?
Anybody that likes Edmonton, which I know there's a few here, we won't say who because they're top plays, but you got to think that if you like Edmonton, you got to think Edmonton team total is good tonight because if they win, I can't see it's a low scoring game. I got to think Edmonton has to get themselves 4 goals to win. 4's got to be the magic number for Edmonton.
Also, probably to my prop in that I only got 2 plays, the draw and the prop in this, and it's Sergei Bobrovsky over saves 27.5. I think Edmonton's got to do what you just said, score, and obviously elimination game. The couple will be in the building tonight for the last time for Edmonton because this is go back to Florida. And then, but I think that being said, Edmonton shoots a lot. Bobrovsky's got to save a lot. You know what I mean? They're going to pepper the net. They have to.
That handle changed heavy. There's 70% of the tickets are now on Florida. That shifted.
You kind of expect that.
McDavid needs to be McDavid tonight.
He's got to be the best
He had
player.
not been that. Where's that cap been?
Did we say that last week
What has he
too?
got?
We said,
Goals,
who was that?
goals,
Griffin was
goals,
that? Yeah,
goals?
we said that.
Or-
Somebody we were talking about Griffin. We were like, I don't think he's had a goal the whole series, and we looked that up. He had like 5-6 assists, and then we're like, I'm betting him to have a goal tonight. Damn sure he had one. We
lit it
cashed
up.
that, but you're right. They need all their star power. They need Stuart Skinner to not
Is
get
it
his head.
doing that, or is it Pickett?
What's the MVP? Is Marchand the favorite to win the MVP right now? He's got to be.
So
He
is that
might win if
Skinner's in that
they
tonight?
lose. Because
If
he's
they
got
lose,
what?
yeah.
What's
Yeah,
he
I
got?
think
9
he'll be
goals?
the MVP.
You talking
He's
about
got
John
6
Spies?
goals. 6 goals, I believe.
Game tonight. Is Skinner in that tonight? Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Okay. I know there was
They have to.
conversation.
And if he gets it shoved down his throat in the first 3 minutes, he's going to fold like a tent.
Yep.
If I'm Edmonton, you just got to go out there the first period and unload.
Unload.
And
You
just
gotta-
hope
Yep.
something bounces the right way and you get a goal. Because that's how, and I mean that not just because you need the goals, but that gives that goalie behind you so much more confidence to play with the lead. He doesn't have to be on pins and needles constantly.
Especially in an elimination game. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs
I
it.
heard
He's already,
Florida.
he's probably had 3 Xanax already. He's 140-ounce malt liquor. He's
Hey,
got to calm down.
I heard
Okay.
Florida already has like a club at South Beach reserved for the party afterwards. So
That's the
sure.
kiss of death.
I'm
Yep.
sure.
There you go. Split it
I
up.
mean,
3 threes. They're in hell.
If Edmonton comes back and wins this series, they'll burn Canada to the ground.
dude, if they
They'll
win this
party
game,
so
they'll win.
much. They'll
Like,
burn
if they
the
win this
whole
game.
place.
It's this whoever wins this game wins the series. So like I really feel like that's why I just
That's
like,
true statement.
like so
I
if
don't
you,
think
if you
Edmonton
like
could go to Florida and win in Game 7.
I mean, what's the Edmonton money lines tonight is what? Plus 140,
I thought it
135
was 130.
Probably 125. It's currently
Lenny, go look up what the
minus
to
150
win the
by
series.
Florida.
Go look up what Edmonton is in the series. I think I would just play Edmonton to win the series money line because
I'm pulling it
like
up.
if they
Plus
win tonight,
130.
I have to feel like it's probably
They're
plus
plus
180 or something.
125 to 140 for tonight.
It's plus 135 on the money
To
line.
win the finals, they're plus 330. Damn, that's actually some really good
So
value.
you take that because to
Now
me,
that's
if
a
they win
pizza
tonight,
money throwdown right there. There's
Yeah.
$20 just
if
waiting.
they win tonight, I think they
Yeah.
win Game 7. I mean, even though Florida's already won 2 there,
That's
I just feel
boost.
like that momentum will be so big going back there. Game 7 in Canada, like, dude, I just can't see them losing there.
I got all
know
these
they're-
stats from Tony throughout the week, and I want to throw them in right now, but I don't want to intertwine with his pick because I know he's going to have something hammered.
We'll
for
have to
this
give him
last
out
game.
post game.
Look at it.
I got all
Look,
these
you said
stats.
you
floating
better
around
not
right
throw it
now.
out.
Understand. Yeah, Griff, we're going to end the show now before you mess something up because you're only about 2 rooms down from him.
I
and
know.
I'm
I'm
sure-
getting my ass
I'm sure
kicked after
he has
this.
no problem hitting you in the head with a frying pan. So I'm just going to help you out here. We're going to wrap this up. Craig Trabb, you're horrible on coach.
Hey, though, seriously, plus 330, you said, is that what it is?
330.
For the series.
I'm
Little
gonna go-
pizza money.
I think I might put
Meat
both on
lovers.
that.
Meat lovers. Don't forget about the free 60 new customers, DocSports.com, free $60 account. Spread it however you want. You give $60 in your account, spread it across any handicapper you want. You do you Pikachu. Premium Indian Cowboy $19.99, premium plus $49.99. You get 3 Docs Experts plays from Craig Trapp in a video. It could be some of these guys on here.
And-
2, 3,
And
4
one
stars.
of them's the NHL tonight, by the way. So we got WNBA, WNBA, MLB, and NHL tonight. So if you get it in that $49.99, you'll get 3 premium plus plays tonight.
And that $49.99 includes the Cowboys circus and all that good stuff. So Docs Daily, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Saturday, we're here at 11. We'll see you guys on the next one. Tony George, thanks for stopping by. Craig Trapp, we appreciate you taking time out also from your birthday celebrations this month.
Hey, hold on a second. Tony's also putting up like Griffin. So it's like he should get the double hashtag. Thanks for putting up Griffin.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right,
Murphy,
all right.
send
Let's
Tony a
just
fruit
bash
bat.
the hell out of Griffin Day. Let's set a day every single day of the once a week where it's just
You do it
know
on
what?
Tuesdays.
Let's torch this bastard.
No, I'm not. No, he's
Tony's here on Tuesdays. We already have a date that.
No, this son of a bitch picked up every tab since he's been in town.
Nice.
And no, I'm okay with it. I got him sleeping out in the garage. I don't let him sleep in the house.
Don't get crazy.
Right by the dogs. Right by the
I
dogs.
told him not, and I told him
No,
not
the
to shit.
dogs
I
sleep in
told
the
him
house.
not to shit so close to the garage either. Go out in the yard.
Yeah, you
But other
gotta
than that,
go.
he's been doing good.
Oh well, good job, Griff.
Hey, and it sounded like on your head-to-head bets, you're beating him. So that's even like a.
I mean, this is a win.
Tony's rolling right now. All right, he's rolling right now.
And we got storms rolling in today, which you know what that means? 2 words: day drinking.
Yep, I'm with you.
I'm on my way. Good luck
Wow.
unless you're against this, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.